Good morning, bookworms. Welcome in. Today we're going to be filming a weekend readathon. I have today and tomorrow off. Today is Saturday morning and I have no plans. So I'm just gonna read as many books as I can in the next 2 days. It's also the last 2 days of May, so we'll see how many reads I can get through in the last 2 days of the month. So far this month I've read 9 books and I'm kind of hoping to get through like 2 or 3 this weekend, so we'll see. After this clip, you're gonna go back in time a little bit and watch me get ready for the day, doing my hair and stuff. I started this. I'm reading it physically because I got this in a Goodreads giveaway, but I also got the audio on Libby. It's called Hot Shot, A Life on Fire by River Selby, and it's about this individual who is now non-binary and goes by they them pronouns. They are writing this book to kind of go through what they went through in the 10-year period working in a male-dominated field, identifying as a female. I'm a little over halfway through. I've been listening. I started it last night and I've been listening to it for a couple hours now this morning. It's okay. It's really interesting, and it's kind of sad. So after this, I have no idea what I'm gonna read. I thought about starting this Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher because I've got all 4 books and I've never read any of them. Again, I bought these several years ago because I had FOMO and was seeing them everywhere, but I have no idea what they're about. I think they're like F1 racing, I don't know. Or I could start the Addicted series because I own like 5 of these and I've never read them. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. Maybe I'll like do a spinner wheel or something. We'll see. We'll decide later. Okay, I just finished Hot Shot and it was very sad and informative. Not the most exciting nonfiction I've ever read, but it was good. Okay, so I could either, okay, since I'm done with the off-campus series, I could start the Addicted series because they've both been on my TBR forever. Or I could start Briar U. Who is this even about? Okay, so I recognize Fitzy is in this book. So it's just about different characters, I guess. I could finally read the fine print and start this series. I could finally read Throttled and start this series. Or I could read Enemies. This is a standalone. It's been on my TBR forever. Why did I grab this? I don't know. It was just sitting there. All these books have been on my TBR forever and I need to read them. But I don't know which one to pick. So I think I will do a spinner wheel and screen record it and post it so that you guys can see it too. So next time I see you, we'll know what we're reading. The spinner wheel has chosen, and we are reading The Chase by Elle Kennedy. This is book 1 of the Briar U series. Here we go into another series. This one's only 4 books long though, so it should be fast. And then after this if I feel like reading the second one, I might, or I might go back to the spinner wheel and pick one of these books. It's a 2-day long readathon. I am sleeping tonight though, but we'll see what shenanigans we get up to. We're gonna go where the mood takes us. So I was just flipping through to see how many pages there were in this book, and a page came out. But thanks to the Contoured Librarian and the Laser Librarian on TikTok, I know how to fix it. Fun fact, the Laser Librarian on TikTok, I'm obsessed with her. She uses Eileen's tacky glue, and so I bought some and I repaired a book journal with it because the ribbon fell out, and the bottom portion of, what's it called? Madly Deeply, Alan Rickman's Diaries. I read that last year. The bottom of it like wasn't glued properly, so I fixed that. So I was just sitting here and this came out and I'm like, no problem. I can fix that. Y'all are not gonna believe this, but I even have parchment paper. This could not get any better. So what the Laser Librarian does is she takes a skewer or a shish kebab stick or whatever. Don't leave these laying around in your house, because a couple years ago, our lab that we had before Sander got a hold of it and chewed it up, and my cat somehow got a hold of it and impaled himself on it. Luckily, it didn't hit anything vital. That was a $300 vet bill and panic attack. I don't know how the Laser Librarian gets her and the books in there, but look at me acting like I'm on library talk. Izzy wants to help and Sander wants to help as well. So this is Eileen's tacky glue that the laser gazer, she calls us her laser gazers, the Laser Librarian uses, and she squirts a little bit on to a piece of paper or something, but I'm using a paper towel. Doesn't take very much. And then she like does this with the skewer. Okay. And then she just rolls it along the page, and it's called page tipping. Watch me just get glue freaking everywhere. That's fine. Okay. And then she puts it in the book and then covers each side with wax paper so it doesn't glue itself to the other pages. I'm just sneaking in a book repair tutorial like I know what I'm doing in the middle of a vlog. I guess I could talk to you about my vlog while I'm doing this. I'm on page 209-ish of The Chase, and it's about, so I'm like a little over halfway through, and it's about Fitzy, or Colin Fitzgerald is his name in the series, and he's friends with the people, the guys from the off-campus series. He's one of the hockey players. So at this point in the storyline, it's like the year after the off-campus series ends. So like the New Year's that Grace and Logan are not at that party because they're off, you know what, in the legacy. I'm not gonna ruin it. Life events are happening, but that's kind of where it starts. And Dean's younger sister, Summer. Oh God, did I just glue this in here? Dean's younger sister, Summer. I'm gluing things to things they shouldn't be glued to. I really did. Okay. Dean's younger sister, Summer, is living in their house because she needed a place to live because she got kicked out of her sorority house. He made some comments about her that she overheard, so she thinks he hates her, but she liked him, so she's really hurt, and he doesn't know she heard what he said. and they actually have feelings for each other, but neither one of them's saying it. And then she finally goes off on him about how I overheard what you said, and he apologized, and now they're like trying to be friends. Well, now his roommate has the hots for her and wants to be with her, but Fitz likes her, but the roommate has said, you know, I called dibs on her, I have feelings for her, is that still cool? And Fitz is like, oh, like, yeah, sure, like playing it off. So now he's like kind of stepping back. Hunter has asked Summer on a date, and that's where I'm at. I hope I didn't spoil too much for you in that synopsis, but we'll see if this, I think it's gonna work because it was already gluing in there when I was trying to pull this parchment paper out and stuff, like it had already started drying. I hope I didn't put way too much in there. I probably did. And I hope I didn't make it crooked. It felt smooth going in, but when I look at it like this, it's definitely a little crooked. But it's like already drying and I can't take it out. Like it worked that fast. So I'll have to shave down that a little later. It won't be perfect, but it was like not even glued in like the original. Like it was perfectly, it didn't rip or anything out. It was just not even glued in with the rest of these pages. So, which is weird because all the other pages were fine. Whatever. That's not perfect, but it'll work. I just finished The Chase. This is still drying. I think I'm gonna give that like a 4 stars. It was really cute. Summer definitely had me laughing. She's the female main character. She definitely had me laughing. I really liked her. It was funny, it was sweet. I would give it like a 4 stars. Now I have to decide what to read next. That's the worst part. I just walked on my treadmill, my little walking pad, for like an hour. Someone did a sweater and I got something in my eyeball, I think. That was attractive. Anywho, let's see. Okay, I've got the same options from earlier. Or I could also do one of these books that I bought from Walmart the other day. These books by Evie Woods. Or I was also thinking randomly that the Gilded ones and the Merciless ones have been on my TBR forever. So I was thinking I could read that. This cover is so freaking gorgeous. Look at that. Stunning. So I think I'll put all these in a spinner wheel like I did earlier and screen record it and have that pick for me because I can't pick. I'm like, I don't know what I'm in the mood for. They all sound good. I don't know. So I'll let that pick and then I'll come back and let you know. Well, obviously I'm screen recording it, so you'll know when I know, but we'll talk later. Okay, so the spinner wheel chose the fine print. I kind of am in the mood to read this. If nothing else, I need to get it off my TBR because it's been on there forever. I also have book 2 and I never bought book 3 because they changed the spines or something and it bothered me. But I figured if I really loved them, then I'd figure that problem out later. But if I don't, I can just unhaul them. I need to read it, so I'm gonna read it. But I was not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping for one of the other ones. I'm gonna go get this started and I will let you know what I think of it later. Okay, I'm on page 123 of the fine print. I like it so far. It took me a minute to get into. The male main character is kind of a dick so far, but I have a feeling that he's just got some trauma, some nice trauma. Zara is like very quirky and cute. I like her a lot. What has happened so far? I'll try not to spoil anything. But Zara works at Dreamland, which is like the amusement park that he works for. Like his grandpa owned it. And in his will, he put in there like each one of the brothers has to do a certain thing in order to keep their spots. Otherwise, 100% of the shares of Dreamland go to their dad instead of it being split 4 ways or whatever. And so Rowan has to like improve the park, and he's only got so much time to do it. Anyways, that's a little fuzzy, like, because he didn't get specifics on what he had to do specifically, but he basically is like, sales have never been better, everything's great, what the fuck am I supposed to fix? So he goes and like boots on the ground and like goes to this park and pisses Zara off instantly and is rude and hateful, but she like doesn't put up with it, and she's like, you're not gonna speak to me that way, you know, like she gives him attitude. So he kind of likes that. She can't draw, but she's really talented at coming up with like design ideas and stuff. So he promotes her, but then realizes she can't draw, but he can draw. But his dad always made him feel bad for drawing. So he sketches something for her, but tells her someone else did it. She wants to like text this person thank you, but he doesn't want her to know that it was him. So he responds to her thank you text pretending to be someone else. So basically she doesn't know that she's talking to him. So it's like a mistaken identity kind of thing, but he knows it's her, but she doesn't know. I just spoiled the first 100 pages for you, but I'm not gonna spoil anything else, I swear. That's basically the premise to the story. And I really like the whole mistaken identity through text trope. I love that. So I'm like really excited to see where this goes. Basically, that's all that's happened so far. He's very grumpy and she's very rainbows and butterflies, and fate will make everything work out, and like she's been hurt before, but she's not gonna let that ruin her mindset. Anywho, this is a chunker of a book, and I don't think I'll finish it tonight because I am sleeping tonight. I know this is a weekend readathon, but it's not like a 48-hour read. Like, it's not that kind of readathon, okay? I will sleep tonight, so I don't think I'm gonna finish this, but I'll probably get like 3/4 of the way through it before I call it a night and pick it back up tomorrow. Okay, I'm on chapter 20, and I feel like this is everything that Twisted Love wanted to be, you know? But this is doing it for me, okay? They keep mentioning Pride and Prejudice because Zara loves it. Girl, same. And Scott, well, he's pretending to be Scott. It's really Rowan. Okay, so he took a quiz on which character from Pride and Prejudice are you, and he got Lizzie. And Zara says, she's the best character, and Scott goes, she's a woman. And Zara says, she's more than just a woman. And Scott says, obviously, or there wouldn't be 17 versions of her story. And then he goes, although I'm partial to 2005 Lizzie. Same. That's my favorite. I'm like kicking my little feet and having a good time. I just wanted y'all to know that. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. I left you off last night, and then I read for a little bit longer, so I got to chapter 40, page 338. I'm really liking this a lot more than I thought I would. There's a lot of funny moments. Zara's hilarious, and she's got a bunch of funny like one-liners. There's one part where she figures out that Scott is Rowan, and they like work through that and everything, and then they go to get physical, and she's like, just to be clear, should I scream your name or Scott's? Oh, she's hilarious. And then they're on a date and they run into her ex, and he comes up to introduce himself because Rowan's the big kahuna and he wants to like meet him or whatever. And he's like, oh, congratulations, you just won a promotion to our Shanghai branch. Like basically like get off the continent. I just think it's funny. I'm definitely gonna finish this like in the next hour and then pick something else. I don't even know what I want to read next. I finished the fine print. It was very good. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.5. It was very good. I really liked the ending, really liked the characters. I am excited to go on to the next book. However, it's like, they're pretty chunky. It's over 400 pages, and I wanted something that I was gonna finish today because it's the last day of May. Something that I can finish and include in my wrap up and like have the month all wrapped up with a nice bow. So I think I'm gonna pick Enemies by Tijan, I think is how you say that. I could be butchering that, I don't know. Because it's just on the shorter side. It's like 350 something pages. It's one of the shorter books that I was looking at on my pile. I've had it forever. So I think I'm gonna start this one on audio. And I have been cleaning the last couple hours, just vacuuming and things. So I'm gonna listen to this a little bit while I dust. I just finished Enemies, and I think I'm gonna give it like a 3-star. It was pretty good. The first little bit was like really sad. The female main character's just been through a lot, and then she goes through even more stuff and it gets even sadder. And then the male main character kind of comes in, like he comes in kind of late in the book and then helps her through a bunch of stuff, and it was good. It was just like really sad at the beginning and a lot of sad stuff happens, but it was entertaining. finally got that off my physical TBR. My physical TBR is now down to 203, and I started the month at 205, so I added a bunch of books, but then I read a bunch of books, and I didn't get below 200 like I wanted, but I got to 203, so it's like right there. In this weekend reading vlog, we finished Hot Shot, read about half of this in this vlog, and then started and finished The Chase, The Fine Print, and Enemies, and I gave Enemies 3 stars, and I think both of these 4 stars, and then I don't rate my nonfiction, but this is interesting. A pretty good weekend, if I do say so myself. Did a lot of reading and cleaning and dusting. Had a good rainy weekend. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, I'm sending good reading vibes and forehead kisses to everybody. Bye.